Grimvalor, back from where it all started. My channel has a lot of Grimvalor stuff. Let's play a new game. It's been a long time. I really want to play this again. Had this urge to play it again. I'm playing with PS5 controller and my iPhone. This is quite a combo, I'm telling you. Every time I come back to this game, I remember that the reason I like it so much is how it feels. It's the movement. If you've known this channel for some time, you'll know that movement, you know, game feel is what I like about games. This is my big thing. I'm not a huge story guy, although I played a lot of games that really focuses on the story. That's for sure. But my main reason to play video games is how it feels to play them. This is an old game. If you've never heard of Grimvalor, it was like the shit in 2018-19 or something like that. It was one of the rare mobile game that was really worth a shot. That was a real game with a unique price that you paid. I think it was $6.99. Got this on sale for $3, and to this day I feel pretty bad about it. Not gonna lie. Okay, the Slayer. You can beat her. If you do, it gives you a nice weapon. Can I beat her after all this time away from the game? I do not know. You really don't have a lot of room for error here. You know, she got a shot that one-shots you. This, if you get caught by this thing, you're done. Now, as for her normal attack, you can withstand, if I remember correctly, you can withstand like 3. So you're making 3 mistakes, you're out. Now, the good news is, even if you're out, doesn't mean that you cannot play the rest of the game. You're just not gonna have the super duper cool weapon. That's it. That's not too bad. So I am planning to do a full playthrough over a few videos, not like this afternoon in particular, but we'll see how it goes. Funny thing, I do have from 2023, I do have like 3 episodes of a playthrough that are still to this day private on the channel. My goal was to make 100% playthrough and you know, finding all the secrets, which I've done before, just not live on the channel. And I ended up not finishing it because it was kind of boring, because I did not remember where were all the things, and so, you know, I kind of gave up on it. I just, you know, that was it. I know you. Oh my god, I thought I was done on this one, and that would have sucked because that's quite a good run up until now. I would have been sad to go from a flawless victory to being one shot. Alright, it's not a flawless victory, but that's a victory, and that's enough for me. Alright. Guardian defeated. I love the sound design. Now, one thing to not do, because it happened to me quite a few times, is to go interact with this before you get the weapon. Because you can kind of forget it there. And that's pretty bad. There. Oh, okay, I cannot. Alright. Now that's a weapon, my friend. Alright. let's go and cheese Act 1. Because we have the special weapon. Let's listen to Leanne Osmond talk to us about the lore. The Grimvalor.
The lost kingdom of Valeris. Consumed by its own ambitions, and its people turned into monstrosities. Sealed off and separated from the outside world, it was forgotten for generations. But then, cursed abominations began appearing outside its borders. On royal orders, numerous scouts were dispatched to investigate the cause, and among them, a warrior with a mission to discover the fate of the lost king of Valeris. King Valor, under whose rule the land was lost. Most of the scouts found their demise at the hands of the roaming monstrosities. The rest vanished without a trace, and their fates remain unknown.
Alrighty. I love the voice of Leanne Osmond. Okay, Grimvalor. Let's do this. Act 1. This is my goal for this video. Clearing Act 1. If I do that, I'll call it a day probably. Now, let me tell you, it's not gonna be 100% playthrough. I'm sure I can remember where most of the secrets are. But, you know, I'm not gonna just try to find them all. A note on a body. We've found the way into Brightwall, but the route forward is beset with roaming monsters. Our unit is being stalked by something, and we've suffered heavy casualties, requesting reinforcements. Oh, they've arrived. I am the reinforcement. So one of the reasons too I wanted to make a new playthrough is that, quite frankly, most of the views on this channel comes from Grimvalor, and I was curious because it's been years since I've made video on the game, and I went back and looked at my old videos, and I was disappointed. They sounded really bad. I don't think I sound great right now. My mic is nothing special, but you know, it's better than what it was, that's for sure. And so I thought, you know what? It's been a very long time since I've played the game, and I do really feel like playing it again. I really did. Craving for some side-scroller action. And on mobile, you don't get much better than Grimvalor. I mean, there's Scourgebringer. This is the best game ever made. But it's not a side-scroller as Grimvalor is. I need a death counter. I should add that to the video. I mean, I'm not dead yet, but up until the mini-boss, there's not a lot of way to heal. Here, if you don't want to fight this boss at level 1, you could save and go grind back a few levels. There's a lot of enemies. Enemies are respawning when you save, so you could do that. I am feeling somewhat confident, so we'll see if I'm right about this, but yeah. With this weapon, with the Dragon Bane, Act 1 is... it's kind of silly. If you manage to beat the Slayer... Now this weapon is complete shit in Act 2. It's not gonna help you, really. But in Act 1, that's one hell of a weapon. Can tell you that. We'll go with Savagery. Well, this. Let's go with this. I'll explain a bit the stat later. I never made a build. I've always... I always treated that, you know, as a feeding thing. Oh, I feel I'm missing critical hits. I feel I want another trinket slots. Ah, no, my squad, damn it all! The Burning Witch was stalking us for days. Oh, you mean that thing I just killed without being hit once? Man. Ooh, alright. It was taking us out, one by one. You suck, dude. We found a lead on our mission and tried to get to the city of Bright Wall. But the way to the city was guarded by a gigantic monster and we had to flee. On the way back, the cursed witch ambushed us and I managed to drive it off, but damn it. You should keep moving, I will rest here for a bit. Yeah. Let me do the thing. Let me do the killing, the stuff. The Savage Axe. Yeah, I know. It's not my first time game. Alright. Yeah. Soul energy. Oh, soul. That was the whole thing. Depending on how old you are and how much you've kept up with video games, around 2014-15, everything was Souls something because of the game Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a very, very good game, kind of an action RPG, super difficult, and a bunch of people kind of rediscovered that video game could be difficult because we went into a phase at some point where pressing X was the button to make you win. You know, you just press X and you won the game. And when Dark Souls came around, that was a very, very obscure and challenging game. Like, very, very challenging. And people dig it. And they kind of rediscovered that game could be fun and difficult. And challenging. And so a bunch of people just jump on the bandwagon of being difficult. And it became kind of a saying like, oh, you know, this platforming game is the Dark Souls of platformers. At some point I wanted to make a video about the Dark Souls of stuff, but just like, oh, this spoon is the Dark Souls of spoon because this or that, you know. I thought it was a good concept, but like many of the things I do, I have some ideas, I just don't have the means to make them a reality. But anyway, so this game was marketed as a Souls-like for mobile, and it doesn't have much in common with Souls game. You know, there's a few things, like maybe it doesn't look like it. I've played this game an unhealthy amount. Like, for real, I've played this a lot. And, I mean, now I'm not at the top of my game, but, you know, I know the game. I know how to play this. I'm pretty good at it, as you can see. But the first time I've played it, it was very challenging. So I suppose there's that in common in common with Dark Souls. Then again, as a Ninja Gaiden fan, I've always found it funny that people were like, oh, games can be fun and difficult, and I was like, dude, I was playing Ninja Gaiden Black in, I don't know, 2007? I can't remember when it came out, like a long time ago, and you know, game used to be very difficult in the Nintendo days, for example. I want a trinket, man. I want a trinket slot. Yeah. Oh, I said I was... Okay, next level up I'm gonna try and talk about... Because maybe some of you never played Grimvalor. Maybe this video could help you learn a bit about the game. This is a game from Finland. From Dire Light Games. They made a game prior to that called Swordigo. It was quite popular. Swordigo is pretty cool. It's not... I mean, some people would crucify me for saying this, because there's people that are really fan of Swordigo. There's a pretty big community around the game. I'm not a huge fan of Swordigo. You there, friend! Won't you help a stranger in plight? I was just looking for a way into Lowland Monastery and got stuck here by accident. First time I was super... I was sure he was gonna jump on me and kill me. But no. Thank you, friend. Here's a key to the monastery door. Maybe you'll have better luck. I'm cutting my losses and returning to the Nexus. Get out quickly before the monsters come back. You are no match for the beasts. I think he's right. I think there's a hunter here that I tend to kill, come back in Act 2 to kill. But, you know, I have the super duper sword. I am tempted to try my luck. I just don't have anything to heal myself though, which could be... Oh yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Let's just pick some goodies, and we'll come back later to kill this thing. I am indeed no match for it. Now, I'm sure you can find people who do it, but I haven't played this in years, and I am not willing to risk it right now. I don't have my potions yet. I would have thought I would get the potion when I killed the fire witch, fire flying witch. I suck with names. I don't, you know. Honestly, I don't quite remember the name. Ember Witch. And I'm missing a secret, really. You know, I'm just gonna go back because it's annoying me. I won't do this for every secret. I came here, right? What did I forget? Oh. Alright. Now I have them all, right? But yeah, on difficulty. So this game with Dark Souls, I suppose there's the difficulty that is there. Souls have a mechanic too that when you heal, you have a flask, and you can use it like a certain amount of time, and then you have to go and refill it to the bonfire, which was the save point. Here it's like this tombstone. So, I guess there's that in common with Dark Souls. You know, there's a... Man, that's not looking too good. Just kidding. Yeah, there's a few mechanics in common. But to call this game a Souls-like is It's kind of funny to me. But it was that time where everything had to be Souls-like. It was some kind of trend. I'm so happy that it doesn't have a stamina meter in this game. Same with Ninja Gaiden. I like to be able to dash and slash to my heart's content. I'm drinking an iced coffee. Not a nice coffee, but an iced coffee. Like an iced coffee, like a cold coffee. Oh, my savior, good to see you again. You don't look like a local to me. Do you know what this place is? It's called a Nexus, and it connects to dozens of places all over Valaris. It exists in all those places at the same time or something, and is a really handy way to get around. Or it used to be anyway. I think it's broken just like everything else around here. Anyway, I heated up the forge. You should find it plenty useful, but no need to thank me. I'll hang around here for a while still. Come chat if you're feeling lonely. I have 2 kids. I never feel lonely enough. Love my kids, but you know, you don't have a lot of time for yourself. That's why I'm not making that many videos. I don't have the time, man. What I've been doing lately is playing a racing game. I've been playing Grid Legends. I quite like it. Okay, we'll come back here soon. Here is our incompetent friend. You can do it, Jonas. He's gonna be called Jonas. That's canon. Good to see you again in one piece. Haven't seen anyone else around, so I fear it might be just the 2 of us now. Our iron swords may not be enough for the task at hand. Have you seen my dragon bane, dude? So we'd better arm up with anything else we might find. You're clearly faring much better than I am, so might I ask you a favor? No need. I need to get to Lowlandburgs. One of my squad found something there that is of great interest to me. However, when I tried getting there, I barely got away with my life. Would you clear the way for me? Sure. Sure. Those quests, they're kind of useless, though. Oh, we could level up. The only achievement I still need to get in this game is the level 1 run. So there's an achievement you can get. You need to clear the game without leveling up once. And quite frustratingly, I made it to the last boss and never beat it. And when I wanted to do it, I was not at the top of my game anymore. And it's, you know, it's a bit frustrating. So I let it go, but it's the only achievement I don't have. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't remember in which order. You know, there's a few branching paths. It's not a Metroidvania, but there's definitely some better ways to do it than others. Here, I want to go there. I'm going down or up. See, that this is the kind of things I don't remember well. Oh well. We'll try to go everywhere anyway. But yeah, on mobile, there's not a lot of of games that are that good. Okay, so Vigor. Vigor is your max HP. Savagery is your weapon damage. Mastery is the criticals you can get, and the speed, and focus lets you equip trinket slots. So soon we're gonna have to equip one, so I want 3 slots. There we go. I hope it's soon. The thing is, the souls you're using for leveling up is the same currency that you have to use to buy like flask upgrades and stuff like that. So at some point you have to choose. At the beginning of the game here, I tend to prefer getting better stats, man. But at some point it's more important to get better gear. Ooh, that was pretty close. Makes for better content, I suppose. No! Oh my god. Okay, this could be a problem. Yup, this could be a very, very big problem. Well... Oh, fuck. Oh, man. You died. Dying is not a big deal. You go back to the last time you save, but you keep the things you got along the way. So it's really not that big of a deal. That's why I tend to take a lot of risk. Because dying is not... It's not the end of the world. It's not punishing. Well, it is a bit, but... To come back to Dark Souls, dying in Dark Souls is really annoying. Because you lose all the souls you got since... that you got on you when you died, so... If you've been grinding for a bit... I mean, I know you have one chance to get them back if you do the corpse run, but you can lose them all. Okay, do I have 100% here? This is the trinket I wanted to use. It protects us from fire damage. Well, not 100%, but... it makes it more bearable. Alrighty. Okay, I want a better mending flask. Can I? Yes, upgrade. But this just costed me the currency I use to level up. So it can be somewhat annoying. At some point you have to choose. Okay. Where do we go? I'm gonna go here and come back down. We don't need the forge because we have the Dragon Bane, which is the best weapon we can have here. Yes, here I want to go there. There we go. Now we have 100%. Oh, but this... No. This is not where I want to go. Hold up. So, as you can see, this is how you grind. If I wanted to grind, which is not gonna be an issue, I don't think so, but if you want to grind, you find a place where there's a bunch of enemies near a door, and then you go in and out the door until you get to the level you want. Down here. Yes. Oh no. We are being hunted. Oh, I thought I had my special attack ready, but I did not. I hate those monsters. They're very difficult. Oh, shit. I always had a problem to time their attack. That's... I really think they're very hard. And at some point, when I've played a lot, I was doing okay. But I never liked this enemy. That was wasted. Alright. We are at what now? 2 deaths, I think? Alright, the charred great axe. Is it better? Yes. We'll equip this. I like that you can see the weapons on your character. Is there anything else to do here? Oops. I don't think so. Oh, but oh yeah, of course. Okay, we'll upgrade our health, that's for sure. This and this, alright. That should help a bit. And once you're done with this part of the game, there's a whole new game plus that shuffles the map, brings new items, new ways to upgrade your stuff. That's really nice. Let's explore this place a bit. Oh, okay, yeah. This is not an easy part here. I remember being stuck when I started playing. I mean, it went pretty alright. There's an achievement to kill the enemies in their own fire, I think. This dude, you can send him in the thorns and you can kill him that way. It's kind of hard to do, and that is possible. Still missing something. I said it would not be 100% run, but Act 1 is not too bad to do. Oh, you! Sup, dude? Jonas. How should the main female character be called, though? This carcass is what I came here for. Yup, it's dead. This isn't it. This is not what I was looking for at all. I had heard that a great dragon calls Valaris its home, but this was just another corrupted monster. A false lead, but you were a great help nonetheless, thank you. Oh, I did not remember I was helping yourself. Elias, have anything you might find here? You've earned it. Oh, you can count on me. I'm gonna take everything I can find. This is to craft, basically. You have not seen it yet because we have a very good weapon that we can use. Now, time to go end this first act. Yeah, I'll level up. I should try. I wanted at some point to do runs where I just level up one of the stats. Just to see how broken some of it is. I did not use the correct path. I should have... yeah. There was a faster way to do this, is what I'm trying to say. But it's been a while. You'll have to bear with me. Or go do something else and go play your own games. I'm not your dad. You don't have to be here. I'm glad. If you're still here, that's great. But you don't have to be. Haha, that was pretty cool. Okay. There's a secret place here. Oh no. Thank you. Might as well take some XP points. Why not? I think close to here there's another lore thingy. I don't remember where all the secrets are. Okay. We're gonna try and cheese it. That's not exactly what cheesing is, my friend. Ooh. I'm sorry, but Dragonbane is better. I am not a huge fan of the Dragonbane moveset, though. I vastly prefer the regular one-handed sword. But the Dragonbane is just so much better than not using it because you're not a fan of the moveset is kind of silly. Okay, Leanne Osmond, you are here. Let's listen to this while I drink some iced coffee.
As relentless and intimidating as the corrupted rank and file are, they pale in comparison to the fallen siege breakers. The lumbering brutes can engulf our fortifications in flames and pull the defenders straight off the palisade to their deaths. Only with numbers can we slay their kind, throwing soldiers against their shields faster than they can kill. Caught by themselves, a lone fighter can only hope for a quick death.
This is the boss of Act 1 she's talking about. Alrighty. $83. I think you get something when you kill the boss. Another Nexus restored. I'll level up here because we are right at the boss. I wish there was more good side-scroller on mobile. There's just not a lot. I loved Bloodstained, but it's not really working anymore. Icy is pretty good, but it's not something I would play as much as this. I've enjoyed Dust, an Elysian Tale, something like that. Die, you monster! He's pretty cool. Dude, I'm here. Okay. Ooh. Got me good, man. Go away. This is harder to dodge than one might think. Ah, shit, no! I would like to not redo this. It's not going well. Oh no. Oh my god. Well, I suppose that makes a better video than if I had destroyed him. Alright. Guardian defeated. The animations, they're not like top notch. Oh yo, Alicia, what's up? Huh, someone as small as you slew the lowland siege breaker? How unexpected, unlikely even, but you possess the fragment the abomination was guarding, so it must be true. What drives you, I wonder? Why do you throw yourself into battle? I'm called Alicia. Perhaps we'll talk more later. Oh, we're gonna talk. Alright, it's going well. Bright Wall Plains. The place we wanted to come to. The weather is still garbage, I see. Never change, Bright Wall, never change. Maybe we're in England. Let's upgrade the forge. Because starting from this act, we're gonna have to use it. Our Dragon Bane won't carry us much longer. Yeah, I don't have enough money. I suppose I'll wait. Oh, this. Or this. Yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. We'll craft this. And goodbye, Dragonbane. It's been fun. But now is the time to go. Brightwall. There is something I would ask of you, little warrior. This land is corrupt and the city lost to roaming monstrosities. Brightwall was brought down by a beast, an ogre that used to be a man, Williard by name. Before the corruption... am I dying? Before the corruption changed him, he was charged with protecting something very important. Something that we will need to set things right. Exact justice for the lives lost and retrieve Williard's treasure, little warrior. I'll do anything for you, Alicia. My queen. Okay, here we're gonna start seeing new enemies. Those guys, they're annoying. Quiet. I like aerial combat. I can't remember how to do this, it seems. Alright. The thing is to have momentum. I've seen a lot of people having problem with the orbs in Grimvalor, but the thing is, there's a lot of inertia, and usually I'm not a huge fan of inertia in my games, but in Grimvalor I think it works pretty well. Below the crystal of blades we left it, undisturbed and untouched. Find it and let the boon of the old gods guide your way. Whatever. No, I don't want to read it again. I'm fine. I just want to take this. can go pretty high. We've won. Yeah. There's a few things here. I think that's it. Alrighty. Yep, 100. That's a good question. Can I equip more trinkets? Yes, I could. So I'm not gonna level up, I'm gonna buy a few trinkets, I think. I don't have any problem right now anyway. Good job! Good job. What are you doing, dude? Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright. Now come on, dude. Stop messing around. Now I'm gonna be annoyed and I'm gonna play very poorly. This is what's gonna happen. Alright. That was getting a bit... how do you say? Something that makes you shy. Shameful, like. I was getting ashamed of my performance. Wouldn't be my first time. Alright, enough with the jokes. I should probably call it a day. We are getting close to dinner time. But I'll admit, I am having a lot of fun. I really wanted to replay this, and right now, as I'm replaying it, I know it was a good decision. It just feels so good to play this. I'm glad it's still working. There is a lot of games. I was about to say mobile games, but that's not exactly true. There's a lot of games everywhere that just stop working at some point. There's no like guarantee that the game you enjoy playing right now will be playable next year or tomorrow. And that's something that really sucks. Like, game preservation is a complicated thing. Alright, I think that's gonna be a good place to stop. Just gonna see what can I buy. Whirlwind, was it good? I don't think I was using this a lot. This I like. I'm gonna buy this. And yeah, I can equip it, that's for sure. Can I also upgrade my flask? Yes. Alright. Can I make an armor? No. Oh, the gauntlets. Love the gauntlets. Alright, gonna put in a save. And that's pretty much it for now. Hope you've enjoyed this comeback to Grimvalor. I'm certainly gonna continue this playthrough later. But until then, go do something else. Go play games. Bye-bye.